Hey YouTube, it's me, Tanya. I'm sorry, my hair is totally wet and I wanted to get the purest, honest thing, so that's why it's wet. Today's video is just going to be an honest video about hair, I guess. We'll see where the journey leads. So, I am currently, and I'm going to be tallying myself off as I talk, so I do apologize. I did my big chop on April the 19th, and it's now, I think, January the 6th. So we're about 8.5 months into the big chop. And I kind of wanted to just kind of give you guys a warning of what's to come. That way you're prepared and you're not frustrated and you continue with this journey instead of giving up and relaxing short hair, because you cut your hair off for a reason. Keep going with it. So I wanted to point some things out to you so that you can see what to expect. Where can I start? Okay, so when I went to do the big chop, I let my hair grow out for about 4 months. I stopped getting relaxers January the 1st of 2010. And so April 19th, about 4.5 months later, I get all my hair cut off. And when I get my hair cut off, I mean I get my hair cut off. I went to a barber, which I don't recommend doing. I was just impatient. And there was only one I knew a barber, and he was open on a Monday. So I went to him, and he cut my hair all the way off to where I had a boy's fade. We're going to move on from that because, again, I like the look. I'm okay with that. It is what it is. I started off with virgin hair. My hair was anywhere from a ½ inch to no hair throughout my hair, because it was like a ½ inch at the top, and it went to a fade where it was shaved off in the back. So just to let you know, things I have learned from that experience. Number one, I have been wrapping my hair this direction for probably a decade. Every night when I went to bed, I'd wrap my hair. So my hair had started growing up, I guess you could say, on this side, and this side grew with the grain, so it was fine. People always said when I had relaxed hair to switch up wrapping, like every day change the way you wrap your hair. I didn't do that because my hair was very sensitive, and when I tried to wrap it the other direction, I would wake up the next day and my hair follicles would be so painful and sore. And so I had like a section of my hair that would just, whenever the wind blew, it was very uncomfortable. So I always wrap my hair this direction. Well, I'm telling you that because I want to show you something. This is the hair that I wrapped against the grain. And I'm going to do a close-up because I want you to see. And because my hair is not really defined, because it's just wet and I had a towel on it, absorbing some of the moisture so it wouldn't leak on my hair, you're not going to see it very well, but I'll spray it, I'm sorry. Once again, stepping away from the camera. Sorry about that. I want to show you something. Look at this hair. Can you see that? See how basically about, I would say probably the 6-month era, it finally started growing with a consistent wave pattern. And none of this hair is relaxed. This is all virgin hair, and I've put no heat on this hair in the past 8 months. Look at the edges. See how the edges are just totally confused and they're kind of straight? Again, there's no chemicals, there's no heat. That's just my hair dealing with not knowing which way to grow because it had been wrapped going up for so long. So it took probably about 6 months, I would say, for my hair to, sorry about that, for my hair to actually start growing the way it's supposed to grow. So when my hair gets longer, obviously, maybe at the 12-month mark, I'm going to just cut all that off. So I'll just even my hair up again and cut all that part off. But I have that experience throughout my hair. Also up here, and I've told you this before, remember when I first told you about my hair and I said that the top part kind of was like, it had its own thing going on? Well, let me show you what's going on now. And this is what I remember as a child. My hair at the top of my hair, at the top of my head, sorry, is wavy. See? It's just very wavy and it's prone to frizz. But once we go to the back of my hair, sorry, the back of my hair are perfectly curled, tight ringlets. See that? That's the whole, I would say from here, so right here on both sides, all the way to the back and then down are perfectly coiled ringlets. This side stayed perfectly coiled, and I can literally go in here and do single strand twist with no problems. And I'm going to show you how to do the single strand twist real quick, because I don't think I ever showed you in the other videos. I just told you what I did. For a single strand twist, I use my Shea Moisture. You can only get Shea Moisture at Target, at specific Targets throughout the country. You can't get this online. We probably get it on eBay, but you can't get this at SheaMoisture.com. You're just going to get a bio of the company. So again, this is only available at certain Targets throughout the country. So go to Target.com and then type in Shea Moisture, and you can look this up. And this is the curl enhancing smoothie. This is what I use for my twist out. I love this product. It's very thick. It gives moisture to my hair for twist outs, and it makes my hair soft for the twist out. So you really can't go wrong with that. As someone who has very thick hair that requires lots of moisture, this is a great product. So what we normally do, what I do for a twist out, I'm going to have to get this out of the way, so if I leak all over everything, I do apologize. And I usually just use my fingers. So we're just going to clip this hair out the way. Whoops. My hands are slippery. So just going to clip that out of the way, okay? And all I do is spray the hair with some water. And this takes time. And normally I would start at the bottom and work my way up when I do this. But I'm just going to show you an example of how I do it. That's why I'm kind of going in the middle. But as you can see, when I comb my hair out, I start at the base to comb it out, and then I work my way down. And we're just going to move this little section out the way. Okay, so we have this much hair, which is still too much hair. So let's clip that out the way. Alright, so we have about this much hair. You can see what's going on here. And typically the hair is totally saturated with water. I just grab some of the, you see a hair right there. And oh, it's a good hair though. We see the full follicle at the top. Therefore we know that's not breakage, it's just shedding. We're okay with that. And I just put the Shea Moisture on the hair from start to finish. Alright. And then I use my finger and I just twist it. That's it. That's how I do a single strand twist. And that's my hair texture. My hair texture is tightly coiled, so it lets me do this. So for my whole head, I take the time and just literally do twists throughout the whole head. It takes me about an hour and a half to do the whole head. The top part is a little bit more difficult, and I'm going to show you what happens in the top. As I told you, my hair on the top is very wavy, okay? So the top part of my hair, I can't do the single strand twist like I would like to. My hair won't let me, it just laughs at me. So I have to manipulate the hair at the top. So there's two ways I'll do the single strand twist at the top. I will either, and I'm just going to show you once again, water is just your best friend when it comes to having natural curly hair. I will grab some of the curl enhancing smoothie and grab a section of hair and apply that product to it. Now, see what's going on here? See that? Well, that pair might let me do a single strand twist. So I'm going to twist it to see what happens. And as you can see, we do have a single strand twist. However, it's a very loose single strand twist. So I'm okay with that. So what I would normally do with that piece of hair is just twist it. And then I'm going to use one of my faithful bobby pins. And notice I have the Goodies bobby pins, the ones that have the great coating on the edge. That way you don't have breakage. And what I would do, you have to use your imagination, is I have all these twists up here. I would just pin that down at night before I go to bed so it can air dry without being unraveled. So that's one way to manipulate the twist up here at the top. The other way, and we'll get one on the other side so I can show you. The other way I do this is some of my hair up here, it's not going to twist. And I'm going to show you an example of what I'm talking about. And I know you're like, why is she just doing this randomly to her hair? But today I have some things going on, so I don't have the time to do a single strand twist to my whole head. I have to work on a business plan today, so I just don't have the time. So this hair, now this you're going to see is going to be obvious. See that? There's no curl pattern there at all. It's straight waves. So it would be pointless for me to twist that hair with a single strand twist because it's not going to work. So for this hair, I put my Shea Moisture Curl Enhancing Smoothie on it, and then I do a single twist. I do the 2-strand twist. And you're not twisting as you're turning, you're just turning, that's it. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. And again, I'm not twisting as I turn, or turning as I twist, I'm just twisting. So we have a 2-strand twist, and with this one, I have to pin it down. If I don't pin it down, it will come undone. So we have again the Goodies bobby pins, which have coats at the end to reduce and minimize breakage, and we just pin it down. And that's all I would do for that hair. So again, sometimes you're frustrated because you have 2 different textures of hair. And I think a lot of us do have different textures of hair. And again, as your hair grows out with less, and your body finally releases all those chemicals that are in your body, your hair will change a little bit more to where it's a little bit more consistent. Because now, when I first did the big chop, I noticed about, I think, 4 different textures in my hair. Now I'm pretty much at two very distinct textures, and that is, like I said, from here up to my crown, top of my crown, it's wavy, tight waves, and then from here down, it's spiral curls, very tight spiral curls. I would say my shrinkage is easily 75%, if not more. Perfect example. We'll see. This is my hair in the back, and you see how short it is, and watch me pull it out. So there's a big difference there. Also, I still have that section, like right at the base of my crown, it's just nappy. It's still tight spiral curls, tightly coiled, but it's even tighter than the rest of my spiral curls. It's just straight, and it's very dry. That area I have to keep extra moisturized too. So again, I'm still using, for my everyday wash and goes, my Karen's Body Beautiful Sweet Ambrosia, which used to be called the hair milk, and honey oatmeal. See? And that is the original containers. And then I still use my Talaya Wajid Protective Mist Beautifier. These help my hair retain some moisture, but not really. It's just winter time, and in the winter time your hair is going to be drier, so don't get frustrated, don't cry, just try your best to keep it moisturized. If you can, take a little container of your favorite product, whether it's a hair milk or a moisturizer, and keep it in your purse, and maybe apply it to your hair 2-3 times a day in the winter time. Just because your hair is really dry, the air outside is very dry, and that air outside is going to take that moisture from your hair. Nothing you can do about it. So you just you have to work with your elements and work with what you got. And in the Midwest, like you could say we are, Mid-America, we have very harsh winters. They're short winters, but they're still very harsh. So my hair is obviously feeling the harsh weather. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to show you about how I do twist and just show you like my hair, and also kind of talk about my hair growth. Hair growth is very important. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do a new video because I don't want this one to go really long. So I know these videos can get very long and very time consuming. So I just kind of want to give you an update on just what's going on so far. So until the next video, have a great day.